All right, let's get started laying on our back. And I am starting my playlist right now. Oh, I didn't mute all you guys. I mute you guys. So start laying on your back. Let me just make sure everybody's muted. Okay, we're good. Calling in positivity. Inhale, clench your fist. Exhale, release. Inhale, clench. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, clench. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Go around, massage your spine a little. Then opening your arms out to a T, dropping your knees over to the right, pushing through your left shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop the knees to the left. Inhale through center. Coming into a happy baby, grabbing the outer edges of the feet. Bring the knees down, push your tailbone down, push your shoulders down. Point the soles of your feet towards the ceiling. Bringing your knees together, bringing your feet down to the floor. Feet are hip distance, heels are close to your butt. On an inhale, lift your hips. Little pulses at the top. Two more. Releasing down, bring the knees into the chest. Rock forward and back until you come all the way up to seated. Legs are long, feet flexed. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold one more time. Inhale, slowly coming all the way up. Right foot goes outside the left leg, right hand behind you, left arm for leverage. Sit up tall, look over your right shoulder. Coming back through center, switching it out. Left foot outside the right leg, left hand behind, right arm for leverage. Sit up tall, look over the left shoulder. Back through center, releasing all the way down onto your back. Bringing your knees up so that your shins are parallel to the floor. And then dropping your knees over towards the right, but don't let them touch down. Inhale through center, exhale, drop to the left. Don't let them touch down. Using your abs to pull them up through the center and then side to side. Keep going. Not only is this good for my abs, my back keeps cracking. One more on each side. Coming through center, legs go straight up towards the ceiling like you're gonna step on the ceiling. Lift your shoulders up a little bit, pulse your arms. Release down, keeping your legs up. Sending your legs halfway down, and then holding. And then to just above the mat. Hold. Inhale, lift up. Lower halfway. Lower to just above the mat. Lift up. Halfway. Just above the mat. Lift up. One more time. Halfway. Just above the mat. Lift up. Bring the knees into the chest. Release the abs. Then rock forward and back until you come back into a seated position. Take your hands on your knees, round your back. Push forward. One more set, round the back. And come forward. Come up onto your knees. Roll up your shoulders. Take it forward. Take your arms out to the side, one palm up, one palm down, and then switch, feeling the twist in the shoulders. Opening up the chakras, hands come to the ground, lift up, opening root. Thumbs come to the hip crease, lift up, opening sacral. Hands come to the belly, opening solar plexus. Hands come to the heart. Interlace the fingers underneath the chin, lift up, opening the throat. Thumbs come to the forehead, lift up, opening third eye. Hands come all the way to the top, opening the crown. Squeezing your thighs together here as you twist through your center. Hands come down to the mat. Step back, down dog. Pedaling it out. Finding your down dog for today. Figuring out what foot placement works best for you. Spreading your fingers wide. Pushing down through your finger pads, your thumb. Chest pushes back towards your thighs. You guys will be happy to know that the nail salon is in full business, and I can hear all their noise over here, just like before. Hear their music with their water while they're slamming into the wall. Lovely. In your down dog, tapping your knees down. Holding your down dog. 4 sun salutations, walk to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, fold, bend your knees, squeeze, lift, come all the way up. Cactus, tap, fold, half lift. Plant your hands, step back, taking your option, take a chaturanga or push back to down dog. Inhale, walk or float. Half, fold, bend, squeeze, lift. Cactus, tap, fold, half. Plant the hands, step back, taking your choice. Inhale, walk or float. Half, fold, and squeeze, lift. Cactus, tap, fold, half, plant, step back. Do your thing. One more, walk or float. Half, fold, bend, squeeze, lift. Cactus, tap, fold, half, plant, step back. Holding your down dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Step it forward, drop your left heel down. Come on up into your warrior two. We're going slow today, so take your time to find your alignment. Front knee is pushing out towards the third or fourth toe. Take that back arm, just bring it forward and back, nice and slow. One more. Hold your warrior two. Lift and lower that front heel. Two more. Hold. Flip your front palm, reverse, reach back, straighten your front leg as you come back. Find that leg. And then reach forward, drop down, triangle pose. Take that as a little bit of a flow. So come up into that reverse warrior, come back into your triangle. Nice and slow. This is one of my favorite songs of all time. You have the lyrics. One more, ending in triangle. Bend your front knee, come into extended side angle. So maybe you bring your forearm up to your thigh. Maybe you keep your hand on the floor, or if you have a block. Take your left arm towards the top of your mat, and then slowly roll it back. Really squeeze those back muscles as you bring your arm back. Two more. Bring both hands down on the inside of your right foot. Drop your left knee down and set up for pigeon. So maybe you step that right foot out to the side. Maybe you let the knee fall out. Maybe coming onto the side of the edge of the foot. Maybe coming down onto your forearms. Your choice. Listening to your body, whatever feels good for your hip today. Coming back up onto your hands. Step that right foot all the way over to the left, and then drop your knee down and set up for pigeon. So left leg goes long, hips are still square to the top of the mat, and then come down into your pigeon. Coming back up onto your hands. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then step your right foot back, come into a high plank. 3 big breaths. Drop down onto your knees, tabletop. Take your right leg straight out behind you, and then lift it up, pulse it up. 3 more. Dropping that right knee down. Go through a few cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, raise your chin. Exhale, arch your back, tuck your chin. One more set. Back to neutral. Left leg goes out behind you. Pulse it up. Bring that knee in. Step both feet back, come into that high plank again. Take 3 big deep breaths. Step your left foot forward, left knee towards your left wrist, left ankle towards your right wrist, setting up for pigeon. Hips are square, then coming down to your level of comfort. Coming up onto your hands, taking that left foot, step it all the way over to the left. And set up for lizard on this side. Deciding what that's going to look like. It doesn't have to look like the other side. If you guys were in studio, I'd be singing to you. Coming back up onto your hands, move that foot back to the middle of the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then rotate that right heel down. Bring your forearm up onto your left side, come into that extended side angle, or taking any option you want with that left arm. Right arm goes towards the top of your mat, row it down, squeezing the back muscles. One more. Hold. Straighten that front leg, come into your triangle pose. Then come into that reverse warrior, back to your triangle. Taking that flow. One more. Finishing in your reverse warrior. Bend your front knee. Warrior 2. Lift and lower that front heel. Hold. Back hand comes forward and back. One more. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back, down dog. Pedal it up. Inhale, right leg rises. Stepping it forward, coming into a high lunge. So staying on the ball of that back foot. Trying to fall all over the place. Taking the arms up. And then push them forward. Bring it back. Forward and back. One more. Hold. Drop that left heel down. Come into your warrior one. Pushing through that back heel all the way up through that back leg. And then trying to push the left hip forward. Cactus the arms. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, cactus. One more. Inhale, bring it up. Bring both hands on the inside of that right foot. And then step them forward and over to the left a little bit. So you might even come off of your mat up towards the top corner. And then just let your hips sink down, coming into a down dog lunge. Walking your hands back in, straightening your front foot. Drop your left knee down, untuck your toes, come into a low lunge. Open to the right side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open. Keep going. One more. Both hands come down to frame your front foot. Push back, runner's lunge or half splits. Try to straighten that front leg as you keep your hips high. Pull your toes back towards your face. Pushing back forward into your front foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, then put all of your weight into that right foot and step up into a warrior three. It's a tough transition, so take any movements you need. Dropping your left foot down at the back of your mat, turning towards the long edge of your mat. Bring both heels in, turn both sets of toes out and sink down into a goddess pose. Take little pulses. Exhale, fold forward, toes point towards the long edge of your mat. Keeping your leg long, you can reach for your ankle. You can walk your hands between your legs. Letting your upper body hang heavy. Walking your hands back towards the top of your mat. Step your left foot up to meet your right and just fold forward. Then inhale, slowly come all the way up to standing. Right arm goes down your side, left arm reaches up, find length, and then pull over to the right foot. Inhale through center, switching it out. Left arm goes down the leg, right arm reaches up, find that length, and then pull over to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, pull forward. Step your right foot back. Walk your hands over to the right. Turn both sets of toes towards the long edge of your mat. Come into that wide straddle. Push through your pinky toes to lift your ankles. Pull your kneecaps up to strengthen your quads. Inhale, slowly coming up. Turning both heels in, both sets of toes out. Stay down low. Little pulses. Hold. Weight goes into your left foot. Turn towards the top of your mat. Warrior three. Take your time, take any movements you need. Bending your left knee, drop your right toes down at the back of the mat, then drop your right knee down. Untuck your toes. Push back in your left leg, coming into that runner's lunge or half split. Pushing back forward, coming into your low lunge. Open to the left this time. Inhale back up. Exhale, open. Keep going. One more. Low lunge. Both hands come to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step your foot in a little bit, turn the toes out 30 degrees, push down through your heels, then walk your hands over to the right and up towards the corner of your mat, maybe even coming off of your mat. Then sinking your hips down, coming into this lunge. Bring your hands back towards the middle of your mat and then come up into your warrior lunge. Trying to square your hips. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Keep going. One more. Hold. Lifting your back heel, coming into that high lunge. Arms push forward, bring it back. One more. Hold your high lunge. Hands come down, step back, down, down, cuddle it up. Catch your breath. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, push back. I forgot, this is the middle of class. Come down onto your knees. We have that heart opener. Tap your heart, make the sound off. Ah, 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 ah. Two more. Ah, ah. Hands come down, push back down, dog. Three more sun salutations. Walk or float, top of the mat. Half, fold, bend, squeeze, lift. Cactus, tap, fold, half, plant, step back, take your flow. Inhale, walk or float. Half, fold, bend, squeeze, lift. Cactus, tap, fold, half, plant, step back. Walk, float. Half, fold, bend, squeeze, lift. Practice. Tap, fold. Half, plant, step back. Holding your down dog. Drop down onto your knees. Heart opener one more time. Ah, 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 two more, ah, ah, and down, push back, down, down. Cut forward, high plank. Push out of your hands, almost round your back by your shoulders. Push back, down dog. Inhale, walker float, top of the mat. Halfway lift, fold, bend your knees, sink your hips down, come up, chair pose. On an exhale, swing your arms down, bring your chest down towards your thighs. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, swing it down. Keep going. One more. Ending in your chair pose. Hands come to your heart. Twist to the right. Taking your left arm, upper arm outside your right thigh. Bring your knees back in alignment. Put the weight into your right foot. Step your left foot back, come into a high lunge with that twist if you can. Take as many movements as you need. Untwisting, bringing your hands outside your front foot, your right foot. Rock forward and back. Fold. Step your left foot up to meet your right foot, fold forward. Bend your knees, come down onto your butt. Left leg goes long, or right leg goes long, sorry. Left foot comes in towards the thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull forward. Reaching for the foot or the ankle or the shin. Trying to square your chest over your thigh. Inhale, coming up. Rolling down onto your back. Bringing your feet hip distance, heels close to your butt. Inhale, lift up into bridge pose. You can roll your shoulders underneath, interlace your fingers, rope out your arms, grab your mat. If you want, take your right leg straight up towards the ceiling, still keeping your hips pushing forward up. One more breath. Slowly release it all down. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, flex your foot, push your knee away. If you want, reach through, grab for your shin or your thigh, bring it in. Slowly releasing down. Knees come into the chest, rock forward and back until you come up to seated. Feet plant on the ground. Hands come behind you, fingers pointing towards your butt. On an inhale, lift your hips, come into a reverse tabletop. Take your right ankle over your left thigh. Drop the knee down and up. So you're twisting through your hips, through the middle of your abdomen. Two more. Set your right foot down. Keep your hips high. Crossing your left ankle over. Drop it down and up. One more. Set it down. Lift the hips up. Slowly release down. Come back down onto your back. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. Flex the foot, push the knee away. Reach through. Grab for your shin or your thigh if you want. Keep both feet flexed. Slowly releasing down. Both feet on the floor. Inhale, lifting the hips up, coming into that bridge pose. If you want, left leg goes up towards the ceiling, keeping the hips pointing up, pushing up more. One more big breath. Slowly releasing down. Knees come into the chest. Back forward and back as we come up to seated. This time, left leg long, right foot comes into the thigh. Flex your foot, inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull forward. Inhale, slowly coming up. Both feet come down onto the floor. Push yourself up, come into that forward fold. Taking your left foot, or right foot, sorry, right, step it back. Come onto the toes. Come up into your high lunge. Arms come to your heart. Twist to the left side. You know what, I forgot to rock back and forth. Bring your hands back down, frame your front foot. Rock back and forth first before we twist. I don't want you to be uneven. All right, now come up. Hands come to your heart, twist to your left. Weight goes into that left foot. Try to step your right foot up. Maybe take a couple different steps or a couple steps, and then come into that chair twist. Bringing your knees into alignment. Untwist, come up into your chair pose. Taking that little flow. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale up. One more. Fold forward. Plant the hands. Step back into your down dog. Pedal it out. Catch your breath. Inhale, come forward, high plank. In your high plank, slowly drop your right knee down, then your left, alternating, just nice and slow. Keep your abs pulled in tight. Don't sag down. One more each side. High plank. Lower all the way down to your mat. Taking your arms down by your side, palms facing down. Bring your legs together behind you. Bring your forehead to the mat. On an inhale, lift everything up. Squeeze your shoulders together, squeeze your pinky fingers towards each other. Lift your chest up, lift your thighs up. Exhale, release down. Push back, child pose. Inhale, coming up onto your knees, coming all the way up. Setting up for camel. Hands come to your lower back. Squeeze your elbows towards each other. Squeeze your shoulders in. Push your hips forward and then slowly starting to come back. Lifting your chest up towards the ceiling. So find light before you find back bend. Coming into camel. Exhale, slowly coming back up, pushing back into a child's pose. Pushing back up into a down dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Left foot can step in a little bit. Toes turn out to the side, 30 degrees. Straighten both legs, halfway lift. Square your hips to the top of your mat. And then fold forward, coming into pyramid. So maybe your hands come to your shin. Maybe they come to the floor. Push your right hip back. Pull your left hip forward. Try to keep both legs straight. Take your arms out to the side, little pulses with the chest. Hands come back to the floor. Bend your right knee, put the weight into your right foot, and then lift your left leg, coming into standing splits. Then bringing your right leg back to straight, bringing your chest towards your shin. Bring your left knee behind your right knee. Bend them, bring them in, and then straighten. Bring them in, straighten. Keep going. One more. Drop your left foot down to meet your right, and just pedal it out. Bend your knees, pedal your feet. Release the tension in that right leg. Then putting the weight into the left leg, lift your right leg up, come into your standing splits on this side. Bring the knees together and straighten them. One more. Hold your standing split. Dropping your right foot down about 2/3 of the way. Toes turn out to the side. Pushing through your heels, straightening both legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Square your hips to the top of the mat. And fold forward, pyramid. Hands come out to the side, little pulses. Hands come back down. Stepping your feet back into a down dog. Then coming down into a child's pose. Coming up onto your knees. Setting up for camel pose again. Hands into your lower back. Squeeze the elbows together. Squeeze the shoulders together. Push the hips forward. Lift the chest. Come back into your back bend. Inhale, slowly coming back up. Child's pose again. Pushing back forward so that you're on your belly. Taking your arms by your side again, palms facing down. Legs come together behind you. Forehead to the mat. Inhale, lifting everything up. Slowly release it. Hands come underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, lift your knees, push back up into a high plank. This time, step your right foot hand forward, left hand forward, right hand back, left hand back. Then switch it. Left hand forward, right hand forward, left hand back, right hand back. Keep going, keeping your core nice and tight. Don't let your hips drop. One more set. Push back, down dog. Last for sun salutation. Walk or float, top of the mat. Halfway lift, fold, bend the knees, squeeze, lift. Cactus, tap, fold. Half lift, plant the hands, step back, take your flow. Walk or float. Half, fold, then squeeze, lift. Cactus, tap, fold. Half, plant, step back. Walk or float. Half, fold, then squeeze, lift. Cactus, tap, fold. Half, plant. Walk or float. Half, fold, then squeeze, lift. Cactus, tap, fold. Half, plant. Last one. Holding your down dog. Tap your knees down. Hold your down dog. Dropping down onto your knees. Closing down the chakras, starting at the top. Thumbs come to the forehead, bring it down. Interlace the fingers underneath the chin, drop it down. Hands come to the heart, bring it in. Hands come to the belly, rounding in. Thumbs come to the hip crease, bring it in. Hands come to the ground, rounding all the way down. Inhale, slowly coming up. Rolling up the shoulders. Take it forward. Take your right hand, drop it down your back. Left hand reaches for the elbow, pull to the left. Switch it up. Swinging your legs around, coming into a seated position. Take your hands behind you just for balance, so not really resting on your hand. Take your right leg out in front of you. Take a big rainbow to the right and then back to center. Sit back into your abs so that your abs are working. One more. Set that right foot down, left leg goes long, rainbows. Try to lift it as high as you can. One more. Setting it down. Roll down onto your back. Hands up behind your head. Lifting your knees up so your shins are parallel to the ground. None little crunches with your upper body. Pulse it. Release down. Bring the knees into the chest. Keep the right knee pulled in. Left leg goes so it's hovering over the mat. Lift your shoulders. Pulse the right knee in 2 times and then switch. One more each then. Release now. Bring the knees into the chest. Roll around. Let the abs release. Then rock forward and back until you come up to seated. Legs long, feet flex. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Noticing maybe you can come a little further down. Now that you're warmed up and stretched. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Right foot outside the left leg, right hand behind you, left arm for leverage. Sit up tall, look over the right shoulder. Coming back through center, switching it out. Left foot outside right leg, left hand behind, right arm for leverage. Sit up, go over the left shoulder. Back through center. Rolling down onto your back, bring your knees in, roll around, massage your spine. Coming into a happy baby, push that tailbone down, whole spine is supported. Bringing your knees together, opening your arms out to a T. On an exhale, drop your knees over to the right, push through your left shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop the knees to the left, push through your right shoulder. Inhale through center. Taking any last movements that you need when you're ready. Legs go long, arms go long. Closing belly out. Inhale, clench your fists. Exhale, let go. Inhale, clench. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, clench. Exhale, release. Shavasana. Slowly starting to bring your awareness back. Small movements of fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Rolling your head side to side. Taking your arms overhead for one last big full body stretch. And then rolling over onto one side. Taking one last moment. Appreciation for the body, and the breath, and the earth supporting you. And making your way up to a seated position. We close out class with one slap to the lap, two slaps overhead, one slap to the lap on my count. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't wait until more people are clapping with me.